In times full of connections, online life, notifications and distractions, we struggle a lot to stay focused. And since the pandemic forced most of us to stay at home, focus is now a luxury. Because of that, we can feel irritation, chaos or exhaustion. We lose our focus and we have more and more work to do. Now is the best time to step back and take a look at our work from a different perspective. And why do I talk about that? Because for over 7 years, I work for my remote customers from different places. I work from office, I work from home. I also work in more digital nomad way during my travels. So I tried many different techniques and I would love to share with you what works for me. I'm Agnieszka Małaszkiewicz, I'm full stack developer, interested in good code standard, refactoring and testing. I also co-owner of Fractalsoft company, and today I would like to focus on two main topics: how to prepare environment and how the day-by-day work look like. So, starting from the environment, we have here the things which can help us with a focus and those who can distract us. Okay, so distractions are almost everywhere. They are around us. So it can be loud music, a hunger, an uncomfortable chair. And so I try to be aware of that and try to eliminate as many of those distractions as possible. So let's go quickly through the common distractions. It can be strange, but my head is one big stream of distractions. A new idea for dinner, a shopping list, a next step in the current work. There is always a lot going on in my head. So to prevent those kind of distractions, I always take pen and paper with me. So I put, if something pop up in my head, I put it directly to the paper and I can forget about it, at least till I end my work. So then I can go back to those things and take care of them. Next, our phone. So what we can do here? We can turn off notifications, turn off a Wi-Fi, turn on airplane mode or flip the phone to doesn't see the screen. Next, our computer. And from one side, it is distraction, and on the other side, it is main tool which we use for our work. So what we can do here? Close social media, communicators, games, and turn off the music. Next, we can take care of our email. And I would recommend you to try not read emails before noon. And I did that for myself. I set my mailbox software to download email around noon. So first, I don't start my work from emails. I do more important stuff on the beginning of the day. And second, I don't get notifications about emails over and over again during the workday. So next thing is our workspace. So I use Ubuntu with an Ambient theme, and I have the possibility to use multiple workspaces. So because of that, I have the rule that on each workspace, I use only one application. And I use 4 workspaces. One for mailbox, one for browser, one for text editor, and the last one for communicator. As a programmer, I also use Terminal, but I don't use it on a separate workspace. I use a Quake tool, which allow me to open the console on any workspace I need it, just by clicking one key, F12. And it is pretty useful because I can have my console on any place where I need it the most. And the last thing related with a computer, I use only one screen. I noticed that it helps me a lot with a focus, and also it eliminates the temptation that I will turn some distraction on a second screen, like YouTube video or social media. And in the end of the section related with environment, I would like to mention work triggers. And work triggers for me are those things to do or to have to be able to go faster in the work mode, to be able to go faster to the focus mode. And in my case, this is for sure one place for work where I only work. I don't do anything else like food or entertainment. No, just pure work. Similar thing I do for my browser. So I have separate browser for my work and separate one for my entertainment. And the last thing related with work triggers for me are headphones. So I put headphones on and I know that this is a time for focus. This is a time for my work. And if you want to try triggers for work, it can be completely different for you. So for example, your trigger can be work clothes. Now let's move to how my day of work looks like. So I always start my work day the day before, right after I finish my work. So I take few minutes and I set priorities for the next day. What is the most important? From what I should start? What else I need to take care of tomorrow? Those are the questions to answer before the next work day. And I'm the person who really like to start early in the morning. So the optimal time for me is 7 a.m. It is not always possible for me to start at that time, but I noticed that it is for me quiet, calm time where I have no distractions, no people around. I can purely focus on my work. And because I'm the person who have the most energy on the beginning of the day, I always start to work on the most challenging and important task per day. Then, after 2 or 3 hours of work, I have a break. And this is for me time for reset. I clean my workspace, I clean my surrounding, I close useless tabs in the browser or text editor. If I'm hungry, I grab some snacks, check emails, communicate with a team, even do some kind of stretching if I need that. All those things are because I want to be focused in the next block of my work. And I can do in one day only 3 focus blocks, max. So I try to be very intentional of what I'm doing during those blocks. So I group similar tasks together, I eliminate distractions, and I also try to avoid switching contexts. And by switching contexts, I don't only mean the switching between tasks, but also switching between screens, applications, workspaces, or even mouse and keyboard. Okay, so let's summarize what I've already told you. Take care of your environment, remove all possible distractions, plan your day ahead, and set your work routine. And in the end, I need to mention one more thing. There are some days where I cannot focus, and that's fine. Everyone can have a bad day, so do I. So I allow myself to be a little bit lazy and do less important stuff with the intention that I will focus more the next day. I will have more energy the next day. Okay, so that's all what I have for you. Thank you for your time. Your feedback is welcome. If you want to go back to those slides, you can find them on womanonrails.com/presentations. Here are some other resources, and you can find me on the internet at my blog, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So thank you, everyone.